let's get into this. The fair is a veritable smorgasbord. Yep, that's what we've got here. A veritable smorgasbord. I gotta be real. Alright, I'm not burying the lead. In fact, I am showing you what is worth it right off the bat. But whether you believe it or not, we went to a yard sale last weekend. Also, I got engaged last weekend, so that part was really cool. But another part that was cool about that day, obviously the engagement was way cooler than card stuff, but card stuff can happen on the same day as cool engagement stuff. And the thing that happened for me was we found an Adidas shoebox full of cards. And I'm not just talking about base. It actually, most of it wasn't base. Most of it was parallels and things. And I, Courtney is a better negotiator than I, so she just said, what'll you take for the box? The person said $50. And then it's probably the best deal I will ever get, because there was a ton of parallels that we set aside, but then also there was this fat stack of cool things that we got. So I'm just going to go through them, starting off with what was the card of the box, this rookie cracked ice Wemby. Ungraded at this time, probably somewhere between a $45 to $50 card. So the box itself was worth it for this. And I think this will only go up in value because it's Wemby. There was also an on-card auto Pablo Lopez. Sick. I wasn't expecting it. Again, this was something I didn't find until we got home because there was so much good stuff in the box. I'll try to make it quick for the sake of time. There was a rookie pink. This is from Chronicles. Ant. This is a rookie debut numbered Kyle Schwarber on the back. This was before they did the embossing. So, but yeah, it's out of 2016. So pretty sweet. This Arenado from the Heritage Toulouse Drillers. This Jeter wasn't worth very much, but still a top prospect Jeter card. That was pretty cool to pull or to find. A rookie debut, not numbered, but a Blake Snell, so multiple Cy Young winner. This was Henriquez. This was a numbered card, so there was a numbered card in there. Again, none of these were sleeved or anything. It was just, I don't know. I don't think the person knew what they had, and I didn't try to take advantage of it. They wanted to get rid of the stuff. They were moving, so we said, okay. They seemed to think that this was fair, so we just went for it. I didn't know everything that was in it, so this Shohei and Sasaki duo card, just a cool card on that one. This was a fun pull from the box. The hot dog out of 99 parallel of Austin Hayes. Very cool. Think about it if this was the bookend. Think if this was 1 out of 99, and 1 out of 99 was just like living in some dude's shoebox. How interesting. This is a year 2 Mike Trout, I believe. A red rookie debut Rendon. So that's kind of neat. And then some of the other good cards were a Silver City Edition LeBron. There was a rookie Yordan Alvarez. Some of these things I just like myself, so I'm a Jazz Chisholm fan. So this, I don't know, patch? I don't know what this parallel is called, but a cool parallel. A silver Kershaw from the All-Star Game 2022, I believe. This Hypnotized Steph was pretty cool. Cool insert. Again, cool insert on this Bryce. Not worth a lot, but neat. This Pulsar, or I think that's what it's called. Larry Fitzgerald. Cracked Ice Yoke. A rookie Javi Baez. A couple of these collegiate national team, or the 18U teams. Jackson Holiday and Dylan Cruz. Prospect Power-Up, Jackson Churio, and then a rookie card of Ketel Marte. So these weren't all of the good things. There actually was a ton more in these particular boxes that were, these were the best. All in all, I bet the box was probably worth at least double, if not triple or quadruple what we paid. So again, that's not the point of it. The point is the hunt. And getting to go through all of these has been super cool. So great great pulls from here. I also just wanted to show off some other cool things that I got into the collection. This is by an artist. You can find him online, braddavisart.com. This is an out of 40 of, he did these ball player Cracker Jack cards. And so this is the one, there was Shohei, Aaron Judge, I think there was Skeens. I can't remember. There were a couple more. But of all the people that they made, I think Ellie was the coolest one, or the one that I would like the most. And it was out of 40, so snagged one of these for about $25, and I'm glad I did. This is a cool addition to the collection. Also, this is nothing special, but I just took a base card of Ellie and I did some of my own little edits on it. It's fun to draw on some base cards that, might otherwise be turned into trash or just given away. So really like that, what I was able to do with that. But you're not here for those things. You're probably here for a rip, if you're here for anything at all. Oh, some other stuff. We were at our local, thrift store area that has a lot of cool stuff, and they had this Corky, an all-star drug-detecting dog from the Treasury U.S. Customs Service. And if you pause on the back here, it tells you all of the notable achievements of Corky. Corky's a he? I think Corky is a he. They are retired, though, and unfortunately probably have passed, because I bet this is a very old card. I have no idea when these were produced, and I'm not seeing a date on it at all. 1992, so yeah, okay. Rest in peace, Corky, I'm assuming. But look at all these claims to fame. The most significant seizure was 56.4 pounds of a particular substance. Wow, good for Corky. And along with fun things that you see, for one, I was cleaning out some stuff today, and I don't know what these are, but I found these stickers in my stuff. I truthfully don't know where these came from. This Panini Direct stuff that it mentions on the box, or on the back, I don't ever remember opening this or what it could have come through, but I have them. This Gary Harris, I'm going to have to find a space for. I don't know. I don't know what this moment is from the playoffs. First round, when the Raptors, this must have been the bubble, Raptors swept the Nets? That's so weird. I don't remember them I don't remember that series at all. It must have been unforgettable if it was a 4-0. But anyway, I found these, and, fun stuff you didn't know you had that you find. Another cool thing that I found at the thrift store were these really small little Panini baseball stickers, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to find a date on these two. 89, yeah. So there was a ton of them, and I didn't want to take all of them because there were a lot of names I didn't know. But of the guys that I did know or wanted to keep, I found a Tony Gwynn, a Ron Gant, this is for Nelson, an Ozzie Smith, kind of cool, a Gary Sheffield, Paul Molitor, and this cool stat about Nolan Ryan. In June 11th, Rangers' 43-year-old Nolan Ryan became the oldest pitcher in ML history to throw a no-hitter as Texas defeated Oakland 5-0. I assume that still stands as a record, but I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe I'll have to fact check that. And then these two from a slightly different series, I'm assuming, but a George Brett and a Don Mattingly. My uncle loves George Brett, so I always try to pick up George Brett stuff when I can, and I will definitely give him this one. But yeah, so just some kind of cool things. I know I'm a sports or collectible hoarder, I keep things I don't necessarily need, but these have character. I like keeping things that I've never seen before or that are kind of neat, so we'll put those in the kind of neat pile over here with Corky. So actually, sorry, Ellie, Corky needs the spotlight on this one. Yeah, there we go. Now, you probably came here for a rip, if you're here for anything at all. And we've got some things to rip. So, as you can see in the back, we've got the Donruss. This must be a mega box, huh? Yeah. Find 2 autographs or mem cards, so that'll be exciting. We'll probably end on this one. These 2 value packs of the Donruss baseball. The downside of all this Donruss stuff is no licensing. So, yeah, that's going to suck. But if I'm going to be frank, opening Topps stuff recently has sucked for me. It really has. I feel like the hit rates just across the board have gone down on a lot of things. I've found myself in a dark place at particular moments, bidding on breaks just because I can't find stuff or I want something that's kind of cheaper, and then the breaks just don't pay off at all. So, anyway, all of it is to say that we're not going to get anything licensed in these, but I mean, maybe the hits have been better. I've seen some things online where they look to be better, and I don't know. If I'm going to rip any retail, I want some hits. I want the fun of pulling something cool versus otherwise, I'm just going to buy this stuff online with singles. That's always the right choice. So we've got those. We have this, which I saw at Walmart and just looked kind of interesting. It's Blockies, and Blockies is usually pretty cool. Seems small. It's Jurassic World related, so it's probably a dinosaur in here. We'll crack that open. These were also at the thrift store. Baseball star buttons. 2 baseball star collector buttons inside. This is from... This does not seem to have a year on it. Oh, it's kind of peeking out here. Maybe there'll be a year on them when we open them, but I just think it looks interesting. And then this I've been holding off on a while. I was susceptible to the ads for Cataclysm Arcade. I don't know if I'll play the game, but I thought the art looked really cool from what I saw online. I know their Kickstarter is live now, and it's got like over $1 million endorsed, which is really cool for them. I did spend the $5 to get on like the early bird stuff, and which is crazy because I paid $5 to get this pack and be able to bid early bird for the Kickstarter. And now these packs, at least when I last checked, are going for like 40 or 50 bucks online, which is wild. So I'm not going to keep it in the pack. I'm going to open it, look at the cool cards, and go from there. So that's just a show of the haul. Maybe I will break these things down into smaller videos. So maybe this will just be a little bit of a teaser. And maybe I'll have less talking in the other things because, you know, this is long enough already. But stay tuned. Bye.